How's it going, everybody? It's time for another great Mr. Poestyle video. And as you can tell, I wasn't really prepared for this, but it's just something that crossed my mind. I don't have my studio lights on or anything. I wasn't prepared. But I just wanted to talk about Intellivision, Atari, having the rights to all this Intellivision stuff for the past year and almost a half, I think it's been. And sure, we saw a few M Network things come out, you know, on the VCS, stuff like that. But the Sprint was very exciting, but you kind of split your Intellivision fans with that. Now, I didn't have an Intellivision until 9 or 10 years ago. So I didn't grow up with it. I was an Atari and an NES kid back in the day. But the diehards, you know, the ones that grew up with it and absolutely love the system, you got them split right now, right? We can put these ROMs on this new Sprint, and to me, that's awesome. But you have the other half that wants a cartridge slot, so they're a little mad right now. I think Atari is just putting their toe in the water to see what kind of response they get. So hopefully everybody can understand that. If they get enough sales out of this, I think the next logical step would be to give us an Intellivision Plus for the cartridge lovers out there. And I'm both. You know, you can put every ROM from the 125 on the Sprint if you want to. You might not have all the overlays. Just look them up on your phone and you'll know what to do, right? But the homebrew scene, you know, there are some homebrew people out there that don't want to release their ROMs, and that's understandable. People are pirating this stuff and they're giving it away now. You don't want that. But also, for me, I have a bunch of Intellivision homebrew games on cartridge only, and I would love an HDMI option for that, and just don't have it at this point, aside from, you know, those little HDMI upscaler little crappy boxes you get from Amazon, which, yeah, I have one or two of those too. But yeah, we want to see a Plus come out. But I think in between you could kind of sprinkle some recharged games. I know recharged, for a while, man, it seemed like we were getting Atari recharged games like crazy, and then crickets. Maybe it's because a lot of people didn't like Berserk recharged. I don't know. I didn't mind it. Wasn't my favorite. But let's get some Intellivision recharge games out there. Get this thing going. Like I said, you're sticking your toe in the water to see what kind of response we get. I think you're going to get a good response out of the Sprint. You'll probably get an even better one if you get an Intellivision Plus out there with a cartridge slot for everybody out there that wants that. And the whole Intellivision community wants that. Don't get me wrong. Almost all of them anyway. But the ROM, you know, with the Sprint, people are going to love that. And then I think, you know, 4 years from now, and that's way down the road. That's a long ways away as far as gaming goes. But you get enough of a response about that, I do think we need to get a nice collection of Intellivision 50. You know, do it the same way you did Atari 50. Yeah, you're not going to have as much content there. You're not going to be able to pull from arcades and things like that, and a million different Atari systems. But a nice little timeline. Get a hold of these Blue Sky Rangers and a bunch of these guys and the people, you know, and do some interviews. Have your timeline, and this game came out, and this, and you know how Atari 50 go. So I think that's the way to go with this. Of course, you're not going to have as huge of a fan base as you do with Atari games. But, hey, you bought it for some reason, right, Atari? So let's use it. Let's use it. Let's see how it goes. This Sprint does well. Get us a Plus. Get us some recharged games in between. I really want some recharged games for Intellivision. I think that would be totally awesome. And finally, let's get an Intellivision 50. For everything, you know, put it out on your Switch 2 and your PS5, or might be PS6 by that point. And is there another Xbox? We don't know. It's all crazy. those are just my rambling thoughts as I sit here and act like a jackass. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you an Intellivision fan? Are you looking forward to the Sprint? I am. But I would also buy a Plus system. That probably is no surprise to anybody that knows me. I buy all this stuff because I love remembering back in the day. Get the recharge games out there. Thank you for joining me for another great Mr. Poestyle video. And I hope to see you on the next one. Intellivision. I love it.
Sound. High scores calling another round. From Atari joysticks and television's keys, he conquered consoles with such ease. ColecoVision's wonders, he knew them all. Master of pixels, standing tall. Poestyle.
Oh, Nacho. Come here, Nacho. No biting. No biting. No biting. Oh, Nacho, stop.